day everyone. Today I will walking you through the system architecture of my project built using Laravel and Nuxt.js. The entire setup is based on a standard client-server structure. On the client side, I'm using Nuxt.js to power the front end. This framework is responsible for rendering the interface and sending requests whatever users performs actions, such as logging in, retrieving records, or submitting information. These requests are then forwarded to my Laravel backend, which functions the core API service. Laravel manages all the application's logic, processes and validates the incoming data, and communicates with the MySQL database to store or fetch the needed information. Once the backend completes the operation, it returns a JSON response to the Nuxt.js client. The front end then updates the screen so the users can instantly see the latest results. All three components, the user's interface, the Laravel API, and MySQL database, are deployed on a web server, allowing them to cooperate smoothly as one system. To put simply, the data flow goes like this. The users interacts with the system, the Nuxt.js front end sends the request, Laravel processes and it accesses the database, and finally the response is sent back to the front end for display. This flow ensures the system is responsive, efficient, and user-friendly. I designed and set up a two-floor network infrastructure using Cisco Packet Tracer, ensuring proper segmentation and efficient communication between devices. Each floor was assigned its own subnet. Floor 1 using 192.168.10.024 and floor 2 using 192.168.20.0 to improve security, manageability, and overall performance. A central router handles inter-VLAN routing between the two networks, while each floor is equipped with its own switch, wireless access point, and multiple devices. All PCs and wireless devices were configured with the correct IP addresses, subnet mask, and default gateways. During the setup, I resolved connectivity issues by properly configuring the router interfaces with 192.168.10.1 and 192.168.20.1 and making sure every device use the correct gateway. After troubleshooting and verification, the network became fully operational, allowing seamless communication within each subnet and across floors. This project demonstrates my practical skills in subnetting, routing, and building structured Cisco networks.